Have you ever asked ChatGPT or another LLM something and gotten a response so random you weren't sure if it misunderstood you or if you were the problem? The good news is the issue isn't the AI, it's how we ask. Today, I'm breaking down prompt engineering, the skill that helps you talk to AI in a way that it actually understands. It's the difference between getting noise and getting exactly what you need. No jargon, no fluff, just real techniques to make AI work better for you.
Welcome to your Money on Easy Mode with Damien.
Welcome back to your Money on Easy Mode. A while back, I did a beginner's guide to using AI for personal finance, and the feedback was awesome. So today we're kicking it up a notch and taking a step back. This episode isn't just about money. It's for anyone who's ready to take control of how they use AI in their day-to-day life. Google recently released a nearly 70-page guide on how to work effectively with chat-based large language models. I read it all so that you don't have to, and I pulled out 7 of the most powerful tactics from the report. I'll walk you through each one in plain English, cutting through the jargon and fluff, so that you can get real value out of these tools and fast. And look, can we take a second to acknowledge how ridiculous some of the jargon is in this space? Tech bros love to slap fancy names on stuff that's really just common sense. Prompt engineering sounds like you need a PhD to use ChatGPT, when in reality, it's just giving clear instructions. It's not rocket science, it's good communication. You wouldn't hand someone a blank page and expect a great essay. You'd give them a topic, a tone, and some examples. The same deal here. If you've ever felt intimidated by the term prompt engineering, don't be. You already have the skill. This episode just shows you how to apply it to AI. Asking AI to do something without giving it examples is like trying to assemble IKEA furniture with no manual. Technically possible, but good luck. Let's talk about a few key tools in the prompt engineering toolbox: zero-shot, one-shot, and few-shot prompting. These are just fancy terms for how much help you give the AI before expecting it to do something. With zero-shot, you throw a task at it cold, no examples, no context, just vibes. It's like saying, classify this expense, Spotify Premium, and hoping the AI figures out whether that's a need, a want, or a savings item based on everything it's seen during training. Sometimes it nails it, sometimes not so much. Now, one-shot and few-shot prompting are where you give the AI a little coaching, kind of like showing your kids how to load the dishwasher before trusting them with the glassware. With one-shot, you give an example, like groceries is a need, then ask it to classify Spotify Premium. With few-shot, you give it multiple examples. Groceries are a need, Roth IRA contribution as savings, and movie tickets as a want. So then when you toss in something like Lululemon leggings, the AI has a pattern to follow. It's not just guessing anymore, it's making informed decisions based on the examples that you gave. Bottom line, even robots appreciate a little training. If you don't tell AI who it is, then don't be surprised when the answer makes no sense. Let's talk about role prompting, which is telling the AI who it should pretend to be before it answers. LLMs have access to millions of sources, so role prompting helps them to focus. It gives the AI direction for tone, style, and expertise. Instead of just saying, classify this expense, you tell the model to act like a financial coach, a budgeting app, or even your no-nonsense accountant aunt. It shifts the whole response, the same task, but a totally different flavor. So using our example, when you're classifying expenses, role prompting helps the AI to stay consistent and focused. Here's our example prompt. You could see that we've added the sentence, you are a financial coach who helps people categorize their spending to align with their goals. Then we continue with the rest of the prompt for classification. Quick question, if someone handed you $10,000 right now, would you know exactly what to do with it? Honestly, most people don't, and that uncertainty, well, that can cost you big time. So that's why I created something free just for you. Yes, F-R-E-E. And that is my Easy Mode Money Ladder. The Easy Mode Money Ladder is a simple step-by-step guide to help you figure out exactly what to do with your money and when. This is not a boring budget worksheet. This is a no fluff guide that tells you exactly when to build your emergency fund, how much to put in it, the best way to crush your debt, and the steps you need to take, which aren't that complicated, to start growing real long-term wealth. All of this one simple step at a time. No matter where you are in your money journey, this guide is for you. It will help you plan your next money move with confidence. And did I mention that it's free? Yep, totally free and will always be free. If you want this guide, and I think you should, then go to my show notes and click on the link to my Stan store where I give away this guide for free. Download it, follow it, and let's put your money on easy mode. Ask AI if a latte is a need or a want, and the answer changes depending on who's buying it. Context prompting is all about giving the AI the background it needs to make a smart decision. Think of it like setting the scene before asking for advice, because context changes everything. If you tell the AI you're helping someone build a budget on a tight income, it's going to treat a daily latte differently than if you say the person just got a big promotion. When you provide relevant details like income level, financial goals, and life situation, the AI can give answers that actually make sense for that specific scenario. Without context, you're asking it to guess. With context, you're giving it a mission. Back to our example prompt, here's the addition. You're helping a college student build their first budget. They work part-time, have student loans, and are trying to save for a study abroad trip. Do you ever get an answer from AI that feels like it skipped a step, or maybe skipped all the steps? That's what happens when it jumps straight to the finish line without thinking first. This is where step back prompting comes in. Instead of launching the AI directly into a task, you ask it to pause, zoom out, and think through the bigger picture. This activates background knowledge and reasoning before getting specific. This helps the model to make smarter, more thoughtful decisions. In our example of classifying expenses, step-back prompting is useful if you're seeing inconsistent or overly simplistic answers. Here's our prompt with the step-back addition in bold. By first asking the model to define what makes something a need or a want, you prime it with the logic it needs to apply when the real task begins. If you've ever read an AI response and thought, "What were you thinking?" Here's the twist. You can actually make it think out loud. Chain of thought prompting is all about encouraging the AI to show its work step by step, reasoning instead of jumping straight to an answer. This is especially helpful for tasks that involve nuance, like our example of classifying expenses, where the right answer might depend on context, intent, or even frequency. By asking the AI to think out loud, you get more transparency and better logic. It's like teaching a budgeting assistant to talk through decisions instead of just handing you a label for an expense. This simple addition of asking it to think step by step through the categorization of its expenses has been proven to improve the accuracy of answers. Chain of thought prompting is one of the most powerful techniques you can use to make sure that the AI gives you more accurate answers. Question: what's more confusing to an AI, a vague command or a negative one? It turns out that both can lead to the same result, garbage answers. The fix is to be positive. Literally, prompting AI with positive instructions means telling the AI what you want it to do, not what to avoid. It's the difference between saying, "Don't mess this up," and "Here's how to do it right." Positive prompts are more effective because they give the model a clear goal rather than forcing it to guess what's off limits. So in our example prompt that we've been building throughout this video, here's how we incorporate positive feedback into the prompt. When classifying expenses, if you say, "Don't list video game purchases as needs," the model might fumble. Alternatively, if you say, "Only classify items as needs if they're essential for survival or basic functioning," then it has a much better framework to follow. Framing your instructions with a clear path forward leads to more accurate, relevant, and helpful results. So here's how we include positive prompting in our example prompt of classifying expenses. Only label an item as a need if it's essential for health, shelter, transportation, or basic living expenses. Label items as wants if they're discretionary or lifestyle related. Label items as savings/investment if they contribute to long-term financial goals. So we're telling it how to classify something, not how to not classify it. The final tip for how to be an expert at AI prompt engineering is called self-consistency prompting. Self-consistency prompting is asking the AI the same question multiple times and seeing which answer shows up the most. Really, it's just getting a second or third opinion. It works by running a prompt several times with a little randomness baked in. In AI tech terms, this means temperature. When you ask the same question with a few different variations, that's variations in temperature, which prompts the AI to go down different reasoning paths, and then you can choose the most common answer that you get after you've given it variations of the same question. So in our example of classifying expenses, this can help cut through the ambiguity and the false statements, what we call in the AI world hallucinations. If the AI is torn between calling a daily smoothie a need or a want, self-consistency prompting helps to find the most stable or logical answer across multiple tries. If 7 out of the 10 times that you ask AI how to classify it, it says it's a want, then that's your self-consistent classification. It's a really good way to reduce those one-off flukes and get closer to the AI's most reasonable answer. Are you still making minimum payments and getting nowhere on your pile of debt? Let's change that. If your credit card balance feels like a boss fight that you just can't win, well, I made something for you. It's called the Easy Mode Guide to Destroy Your Debt, and it gives you the exact plan to break free. In this 23-page guide, we'll bust through common myths, learn step-by-step strategies, and you'll discover how to pay off your debt faster, without shame, overwhelm, or giving up everything that you enjoy. Whether you're into the snowball method, the avalanche method, or have no idea what either of those mean, this guide is for you. If you're ready to finally start paying down your debt, then this guide speaks plain English and delivers results. It's just $19.99 and it's available in my storefront. If you click the link down below to enter my stand store, you'll see a big green button to purchase the guide. Please don't let another month slip by with no progress. Hit pause on this video, scroll down to the show notes, and click the link to download this guide. So there you have it, 7 proven ways, thanks to Google, to make AI actually helpful. From giving clear examples to setting the right role, adding context, stepping back, and thinking through decisions, these aren't tricks, they're real tools. The more intentional you are with your prompts, the more valuable the outcome is from your AI tools. Even the best AI can't read your mind, but with the right prompt, it doesn't have to. So if you've ever felt frustrated by weird or useless AI responses, now you know why, and more importantly, you know how to fix it. So here's your challenge. Pick one tactic from this episode and try it in your next AI interaction. Whether you're using it to budget, brainstorm, or just get a straight answer, apply what you've learned and see the difference for yourself. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with a friend, send them your favorite prompt, and post it in a comment. That's how we all get smarter. Until next time, see ya!
Thanks for listening to Your Money on Easy Mode. If you enjoyed this episode, then please subscribe and share it with a friend.